I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell...
О, вот это, кстати, классная штуковина. Так, кошка, все, хорош на коленях сидеть. Так. Все, мяу-мяу-мяу, давай сюда. Давай, давай, иди сюда, да иди сюда.
Meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Good day to you. I require assistance with a delivery and thought you might be interested. Please visit me at J. Pippin's Potions if you'd like to earn a few coins.
Madam Kugawa, about what happened in class.
No need to discuss it further. Losing points for Ravenclaw should serve as a deterrent against future escapades. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that I teach you a few additional spells, so please keep an eye out for an owl from me. You're also welcome to drop by any time with questions.
А я могу просто так, типа, полетать? Нет, видимо. Я, короче, вчера улучшил заклинание. Типа, теперь у меня вот такая билка есть. Вокруг меня стена огня. Я могу массово к себе предметы призывать, а также массово поднимать их в воздух. Ну, вот эти вот таланты после того подземелья. Решил сегодня без фона побегать с музыкой. Она, конечно, вообще мешает погрузиться куда-либо. Так. Фу. Все слышно? Алена. Алена. Алена, Алена, Алена. Если ты тут, напиши что-нибудь.
Over here.
Ну, видимо, не здесь.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way.
В тени криптовалюты, я.
There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
Баба. Крипта. Какая-то хреновина. Что-то типа исчезающего шкафа.
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time.
Ну, в принципе,
With my
каждый
sister.
может название
Anne.
придумать.
She loved that infernal game.
Даже самое-самое.
I wouldn't give
Блинский. Снова слотов не хватает. Так, снаряга. Чё у нас тут лишнее какое какашечное валяется? За 60. Так, в смысле? Это Саид. Это удаляем. А то непорядок. А еще монета скопилась. Так.
I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard.
Школьная форма
So
из
please,
шотландки.
Keep this between us.
Revelio.
He never confides in anyone.
Еще есть
But he's
сундучело.
trusted me since the day we met.
Да ёкарный бабай. Так, что-то надо выкинуть. Как мне кажется, вот такие предметы мне вообще не хочется иметь. Типа вот, самое стандартное. А как ее типа выбросить? Нельзя? Это пусть будет. Вот эту зеленую хрень, я думаю... Стой. 31. Так вот это можно надеть. Соответственно. А вот это выбрасывать не хочется. А может что-то из головных уборов есть, типа? Вот это хочу выбросить. Окей.
We used to sneak in here almost daily.
Перчатка новая. Я вот так сделаю,
We've never
блин.
been caught.
Явно побыстрее будет. Подобрал барахло, которое на 2 единицы лучше, чем мое. Так. Это уничтожим сразу, чтобы место не занимало. Потому что по-любому я сейчас еще здесь сундук найду. Да, вот он. Монеты. Круто.
I think I've seen Ominous in
Алена,
potions.
ты
Or was it
здесь?
herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Как-то она по-дубовому звучит. Конфринга.
You're getting it.
Что-то какая-то
Ready to actually
конфринга.
try it out? Stick to the target.
Фу какая-то конфринга. Конфринга. Дальнобойная вспышка, которая наносит урон при попадании. Пораженная цель поджигается, продолжает получать урон в течение нескольких секунд, во время которых дополнительные попадания приводят к огненным взрывам. Фига себе. Ну ладно.
Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo card travels a bit farther than a spell like Incendiary.
Типа она быстро зарядная.
Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it.
Фига себе. Сказал я себе. Дай мне капусту. Бесстыжие, блин. Разбрасывается предметами. Попрактикуйтесь в использовании конфринга. Ну вот, в принципе.
That's it.
I think I've got it.
Well done.
А теперь мы будем махаться, да?
I have to say, I enjoyed that. I would have paid to see that. The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
Haven't been here in some time.
I'm sorry about your sister.
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne.
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
She misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Sol. Well, meeting a new student will be
I shall look forward to it. I'm not sure.
You said something was missing from what you found in the I assume it's to do with what you told me.
Nothing gets past you.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret under...
All right.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting.
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow...
Are you telling me that goblins may be wield...
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours... Does it...
I don't...
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been stuck. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock, spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this...
Никому не рассказывай.
I'll send you an owl.
А я и не собирался.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait.
You there. I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
Actually, Sebastian brought me there. But he made it
That rat! You... My father is friends with Headmaster, and I'm...
Trust me, Ominous.
Why should I trust you?
Please, I was trying to defend him. He was clear that this was a secret place and
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself... Sebastian is going to use an earful about this.
Вот крыса. Я на тебе использую новое заклинание. Вот так просто, вот так вот. Вот так, вот так вот. Куда ты там собрался, блин? Крыса. Эх, взял чела, сдал. Хотя мне ж просили, не говори, не говори. Я такой честный. Так, что это у нас тут?
Revelio.
Leave me you say.
I was playing gobstones on the kitchen floor with my cousins. Not the same here.
Revelio.
Это что за бешеная книжка? За которой фиг угонишься. Типа вот так она летает, понятно. Ну, подождем ее. Фух. Я уже думал, никогда эту какашку не поймаю. Так, мне надо на второй этаж. Вот эту хрень я не понял. Типа побежали наверх. Wingardium Leviosa. Так. Тут вообще-то есть телепорт, который я не активировал. Ну, стало быть, настало твое время. Где ты? Где ты, телепорт? Эх. Надо подняться в комнату, наверное. И там будет телепорт, да? Да, телепорт.
Revelio.
Что-то отдаленно где-то есть книжка, якобы. Не.
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard? I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
After you, Professor. After you.
What is this place?
This
What is this
is
place?
the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess.
Я хочу разбить эту
This
кучу.
presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you
Окей,
can...
окей, окей, давай, Иванеска. 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 Иванеска.
Splendid. Now,
А теперь...
cast Evanesco on those chairs.
Иванеска. Жаль. Жаль. Иванеска.
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone.
Можно просто, короче, всех
We shall
противников
discuss
вот
it
так
through
вот
Suzette.
убирать.
Let's
Иванеска.
move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Иванеска. Я нашел зацепку.
Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until you locate Deke.
Yes,
Иванеска.
Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest. Revelio.
Такое. Могло быть и лучше. Иванеска. А что если я хочу там что-то достать? Иванеска. Иванеска. Слышь. Иванеска. Похоже, туда так просто не попадешь. А в принципе, зачем мне нужен этот ящик? Пойдем-ка за мной. Так. Я же могу их еще как-то толкать потом, да? Слышь, ты где ящик? А, вот я тупой. Слишком далеко его отогнал. Так. А я вот так смогу? Нет, не смогу. Иди ко мне. Так, все, вот так. Отлично. Шапка первокурсника.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
Слышь. Кто там посторонний? Иванеска. Кошка. Больно вообще-то. Комната решила, что мне нужно помыться. Обидно вообще-то. Иванеска.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
Иванеска.
What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Так. Этот сундук. Ревелио. Иванеска. Не работает ваша Иванеска. А если я вот это заклинание поставлю? Не работает. А вот это? Нет. Не работает. А что если на этот сундук вот так запрыгнуть? Иди сюда. Не получится? Летай. А я на тебя запрыгну. Сойдет так? Нет. Не сойдет.
Revelio.
Ревелио. Эх, так неинтересно. Я уж думал, я понял, что тут надо делать.
Revelio.
Я лучше в темноте. Уже не светит мне. Мне легче в темноте. Мне легче в темноте. Уже не светит мне. Уже
I hope that
светит.
house elf can find us in here. Revelio.
Добби. Нет, не Добби.
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
I don't have anything for this at the moment.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in
conjuring.
Yes. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone, they can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs.
I see. Can I regain resources?
You can indeed. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure them. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble them.
Nothing to identify, for now at least.
Предметы используем для приготовления зелья. Столы. А где его? Так, отойди. Фу.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Thank you,
I will
Professor.
be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Так. Здесь я могу варить зелье. А я хочу не одно заклинание, я хочу несколько. Так, допустим. Что тут делать? меня есть 3 стола.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
А здесь? А здесь? Так, говори со мной.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then you can conjure more than potions and herbal. Conjuration can be used to decorate this. Why don't you try it on the wall?
Ковры. Допустим. Мебель. Интересно, на ней можно сидеть? Там, типа... Так. Столы. Для украшения стен. Ясно. В смысле, я же выбрал. Картина.
Good work. Shall we move on?
Все. Красота.
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take... The altering spell will allow you to customize any... You can change the colors, patterns... Let's get started, shall we?
Так, крестик, треугольник, квадратик, крестик, крестик.
Just aim your wand. Any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
Так. Цвет объекта. Красный. Размер объекта.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony whilst using the altering spell. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about change.
Of course.
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as...
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't... Now you have learnt a good bit.
Thank you, Professor.
Indeed. An even bigger space. The room equips itself to your needs. It must... If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use...
Thank you, Professor.
Good. I'll leave you to it.
Я могу как бы сесть, может быть, на стул. Не, я не могу садиться. На них даже заклинания не работают. Фигня. Все, побежали. Малей, малей, малей. Я пойду сейчас продавать предметы и покупать метлу. Я бегу к тебе, продавец. Ты должен
Take
мне
your
купить
time looking
всё.
about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours.
Ты знаешь, мне нужно продать
A
вот эту
pleasure
шляпу,
doing business with you.
вот эту перчатку, вот эту шапку, вот эти очки, вот эти очки. Фига, у меня уже монет где-то все равно мало. Я зачем продал?
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Купите метлу в магазине. Бегу. Только надо не абы какую, а самую офигенскую.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. And I've only just returned. Thankfully, with inventory. Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver... Wind Wisps, too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased.
Sounds quite the array of brooms.
Хочу самую быструю метлу.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's, you seem to be a flyer who might be interested.
Go on.
Ha! But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Ray, an ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. I could complete work on my first...
That sounds intriguing. Well,
thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the time trial should be a bit of fun too. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Can't help but admire Mr. Weekes' enthusiasm.
Hey you, Ravenclaw.
Hey, Coctoran.
There you are. The Cross One's duelist to beat.
Imelda Reis.
Imelda Reis? Albie Weeks sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly want...
Tell that to the rest of the school. But it doesn't... Everyone knows that class is only for beginners. But for some reason, now people think you're competition.
Perhaps I am competition.
Enough of this. Only one... I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Slytherin versus...
Actually...
Какие они все зазнайки,
I'm
блин.
so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Ah, success! Brilliant!
Как меня колбасит с стороны в сторону, блин, да ёкарный бабайка.
This is rather fun. Now that's more like it.
Да
This'll
господи.
take some getting used to. Did it. Made it.
Я смогу когда-нибудь лучше.
Oh, you must have cheated. Oh! Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
I don't want respect from the likes of you. All you do is insult people.
You and everyone else need to get a thicker skin. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next course. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
I suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared. Revelio.
You're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible!
A little turbulent and is wanting for a bit of... I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight...
Oh, thank you. That's even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a... How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed? You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Revelio.
tales of beetle divide.
В смысле я не могу войти? Это как-то некрасиво, наверное, что ли, я бы сказал. В смысле? Что за говно? Серьезно? Я не могу тут приземлиться? А тут? И тут не могу? Вот бред же какой-то. Найс. Вообще не в ту сторону бежал.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did he?
And so I went to the owlery, like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a secret hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location. Believe it or not. So
why am I not surprised?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and... the room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return?
I do. I also see why you...
That you have come this far tells me that you the potential and power of which will... The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear. Trials that you must Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey, and...
Precisely. In light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and not... They will test your abilities, both innate but of equal importance. Everything you witness as you complete the... You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. Traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news, indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is...
As your mentor, the least I can do.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell...
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Уносит меня и пламя огня.
Revelio.
Shouldn't be surprised to have found a map chamber under the castle. Only knows what else is to be here.
Through here?
Who wanted such a fuss over poaching? Enough to please a flesh burns.
Кошмар тут врагов. То я на метле летаю.
Intriguing place, Sanbakar's tower.
Ништяк.
Over here.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen,
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
More importantly, however, they've set up camp just ahead.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
Блин, дурацкое задание.
Feels like I've been at this for hours.
Quickly now.
You ought to cut back on pudding. There must be something here. Ramrock said so. There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
You think this is funny?
Revelio. Revelio. Leviosa. Revelio. Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
Withdraw blood. I'll show that one. Let's get this.
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different somehow.
Revelio. Can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this place, though.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we
Revelio.
can work on it back at the castle.
Someone was an avid reader. I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Professor, did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon. Though I surmise, based on the commotion
We did not, Professor.
that goblins were aware of. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, downstairs near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic like the... Commanded to access a doorway. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I... Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about her town. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind.
Yes, sir.
Then, that said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. The reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Must have done something. Best have a look around. Traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. Incendio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. These look familiar. Revelio. 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 Was it Accio I used before? Revelio. That platform looks like it ought to get me where I need to go. I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? Revelio. I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
Revelio.
The room changes when I move in and out of the archway. More statues. More statues. Making this easy on me.
Revelio.
Revelio.
He's coming out, he's coming out.
Revelio.
Тут ничего нет. Кошка.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Не сработает.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. What if I have the magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. See how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway. Revelio. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. Revelio. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. Revelio. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
ёкарный бабай, тут же есть лестница.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. I'll never get used to these floors.
Это все? Ужасно сражался. Тут сейчас будет какая-то страшная бука, да? Да, так и знал. Слышь, говно! Мяу! Сучка! Говнюк! Бляха-муха. Боже, шкет.
Don't like the look of this. What a relief. Revelio.
Правда.
Another pensive. Revelio.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service.
I have, Professor. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with
Indeed.
I did. I found something that I can't...
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each... Once you have them all, we will take...
Very well.
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles.
The goblins?
They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only... They also encountered a power...
I'm afraid it would be what...
We shall defer to you in this matter. Now then, there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, for now, tell me what you...
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts...
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. I will be honest,
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the...
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course.
My studies, yeah.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you?
Not that I recall.
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate. If I am correct, and I usually am.
Thank you, sir.
Revelio.
I should ask...
I've got spectacular news. The broom upgrade's ready. Ha! Stop by the shop when you can.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your early... convenience. I believe that we may be able to help.
Alohomora.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
What are you up to now?
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Revelio. Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. First, please allow me to apologise if I seemed a bit, unsteady. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even...
I suppose you could call it eventful, I said.
Oh, of course not! From what I... In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the... Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that... Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade is going... Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find... You, however, have seen how they affect... I'm at my wit's end, young friend. In fact, I know of two steps. Perhaps you could start simply by removing...
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on... First, you know how to cast a disillusion. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked.
But what about
curfew? Oh, tosh! I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect...
Revelio. Alohomora.
Remember, use a disillusionment charm. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Hello, Amora. Revelio.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled kids who can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Yes,
Revelio. Leviosa. This must be the prefect's bathroom. Nakamura. Revelio. Revelio.
Suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Blackman's fair, but the students are terribly disappointed. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff? Not Ravenclaw. I know you make the winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. What was what? Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. Finally going to learn the Quidditch rules. It's a majestic sport. It encompasses the whole of the human condition. Oh, how's that? Isn't it? I suppose you should.
I have a few questions about the demigod. I have nothing more to ask.
Careful! Things will... What if I'm put out of commission?
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
Show yourself. Ha! My instincts are never wrong. I knew someone was intruding here.
Hello, Amora. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moon.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early... But that does not explain the boggart in Oxford. I am determined, with your help...
It's definitely intriguing.
You, my friend... Now, remember, the moons are only retrieved...
Understood. I shall keep an eye...
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it.
Revelio. Leviosa.